Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Open Qualifiers number 2 for North America for the Kuala Lumpur Major. We're going to be following these two. It's KAC.
Don't be negative. Be positive.
Alright, thank you for the follow. And it's KAC versus Death Grip 2100. I am General Jivicus, and the
Don't
draft
be
is
negative.
underway.
Be positive.
Welcome, Warrior of Kappa. Oh, some unusual bans here, I would say. The Morphling and the Phoenix definitely, I think maybe targeted. Definitely not what I'd expect from a meta set of bans. Although Phoenix in North America is quite common actually, now that I come to think of it. Obviously inspired by RTZ's Phoenix at DI there.
Seconds. Even less now.
Well, no Flame Arena for Death Grip, but he has taken a little bit of time thinking of the next couple of bans, that's for sure.
It's Radiant's ban.
Phantom Lancer going to get taken out of the pool. Big focus on the core player here. I mean the safe lane core, I guess, when the Morphling and the Phantom Lancer would normally be there, but I suppose you could play them in mid, and the Phantom Lancer often found on the off lane.
Seconds. 5 seconds left.
Gale's time to ponder a little bit. Well, taking quite a bit of time to think about this. Far longer than that Phantom Lancer ban. And it will be the Ursa. Quite popular, very strong, obviously, in the mid game and the early game. Yes, he's okay late game as well. But maybe something quite chunky on the cards. Storm Spirit banned out. Final ban then from KAC. And they will have second pick and pick up 2 heroes in response to whatever Death Grip decides to take here.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Silencer.
Radiant pick.
Okay, no Silencer on the board, so instant pickup of the Naga Siren, an oldie but goldie. Very versatile, I'd say, as a first pick, given the fact she can play in multiple roles. It's going to be a Dark Willow Wraith thing. Pickup, maybe?
Dyer pick.
Yeah, that combination's super strong. Naga Siren, I guess, her song later on will help them out, but it's a little bit like she would be in trouble going toe-to-toe with that pair. And I mean, that feels much more meta, doesn't it? Dark Willow and Wraith King.
5 seconds left.
KAC with an idea of what they want to do.
It's Dyer's ban now.
It's going to be an ancient operation as well. Huh. The bold choice, Colin. Let's see how it goes. On to the next round of bans. Let's see. They got the Ancient Apparition and the Naga Siren, so they got a reset and also an ability to hold everyone in place for the big AA ult. So maybe working around an Invoker core or Zeus, maybe something of the like. Could have a Legion Commander type role as well, where you go for the pick off. Ball taken out of the equation. And the return ban now. He serves up.
5 seconds left.
Who will find themselves on the chopping block. So much reserve time being eaten into by KAC here.
It's Dire's ban now.
Oh, I like that. The Brood Mama gonna get taken out. Want to get bum rushed on the first round. I mean, they're taking Wraith King with the Mighty Skeleton ability. He can push down towers pretty fast. It's quite fearsome.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left. It's turn to ban.
Okay, they're going to take out the Lich. I guess the Witch Doctor is still a pretty appealing option against the Naga Siren. Maybe the Disruptor for the Glimpse back, but I mean, we haven't really seen any Blinky type heroes yet, so maybe save that one in the bag. They already have the Wraith King, most likely in the off lane. I guess they really do want to pick their next support, actually, but they have to pick 2 heroes anyway, so
5 seconds left.
order not really that important. I mean, maybe like an alchemist or something. Is that the play that they're looking for on the Dire? Spectre. I feel like Wraith King, if he wants, can get the Silver Edge quite easily. Faceless Void gonna get taken out. And that does combo up pretty well with the Naga Siren. Actually, she can use the song to set it up. Ancient Apparition ult as well. Kind of got that global feel. It's got that pick off carry, a potential like the Legion Commander, etc. I don't know, I quite like the Blink Tetherblade at the moment as well for the pick off potential.
5 seconds left.
Oh my god, they only have 20 seconds of reserve time left on KAC here. 14 seconds in fact. That's a lot of picks to have to make. Shadow Shaman picked up, okay. Does have crowd control and the ability to deal with multiple illusions with the old gold? No. Ether Shock.
10 seconds.
A little bit of push as well. Those wards doing work alongside the skeletons. It's going to be quite tough. They're going to need some more D pushing. Hide Hunter with the Anchor Smash. He's definitely going to be able to hold that lane anyway, at least.
Seconds. 5 seconds left.
I guess they go back for their core now. They have no real idea who, or I mean, they maybe go the mid. Weaver was still in there after all this time. I mean, this, other than the Shadow Shaman, this is pretty textbook stuff for the meta. And the Dire was much more like a huge sort of wombo combo. Certainly going to make for some exciting team fights, that's for sure.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
Well, it's time for the Dire to be puzzling a little bit over what their next pickup will be. The Weaver's on the table. I mean, I really like,
It's Radiant's band now.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's like a disruptor, but with some actual presence in the lane, I guess. Also kind of like the idea of Bloodseeker. I'm not sure against that Wraith King, though. For the Dark Willow, though, I think it's pretty good. Blade Mail builds. I mean, the Kunkka, the Tide Hunter, the Ancient Apparition, the Naga Siren. The Wombo combo is just overlapped and increased.
5 seconds left.
While the Radiant can rely on split push. There's that Bloodseeker ban out. And you just, I mean, you don't really want to deal with it as Weaver. And we'll see the Joker actually getting taken out by the Dire. I wonder if they go back for the Zeus then, put the Kunkka in the safe lane. Or maybe the Spectre in the safe lane, Kunkka for the mid, Tidehunter in the off lane.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
I like the Kunkka as well. He's pretty good for dealing with the Wraith King skeletons. Still has a little whack, and see you later.
Radiant pick.
Oh, Lunar. Well, even more wombo combo. The Lunar Eclipse, the AoE from the Glaives. I like this, it's pretty well rounded, it's pretty old school. It's up against a much pushier draft, but if they win the team fights and then take objectives on the back of it, you know, condition their lanes before they take the team fights, they should be able to push in. And obviously you only need to get Luna into the base once or twice and it's game over, so we do have an executable draft. We want to see the Blink Daggers up for Tidehunter. And probably a Meme Hammer, actually, we'll see on the Naga side. Final pick up Monkey King, though. And he will be the mid in against Kunkka. I think he does okay there, actually. One of the few melees who will be fine in that lane matchup. This is the way it's going to break down, though. For Death Grip, we will have Death Grip 2100 on Naga Siren. We'll have Bacon on the Ancient Apparition, Denada on the Tidehunter, Mr. Clyde on the Kunkka, and Fuki on the Luna. Meanwhile, for KAC, it's going to be Waldorf on the Dark Willow, KL on the Wraith King, Kotl on the Shadow Shaman, E on the Weaver, and Get Hobo Doomed, my mom is Monkey King. I am General Jivicus. Let's get our open qualifiers NA Kuala Lumpur Major number 2 Dota 2 on. Holy shit, boys. Waldorf likes himself a little bit of
Just
Dark
a wee
Willow.
fairy going about her business.
Prepare for battle.
Alright, let's have a little look see here. We have got no smokes. No smokes. Oh, sad times, lads. There's not going to be no smokes in this early game. Very sad. Alright, where do we think the action will be? We got Kunkka going to be in the mid lane. Meanwhile, on the off lane, as expected, gets Kanada on the Tidehunter. And then that means they're going to go for a semi-tri lane to start things off with the Ancient Apparition, the Naga, and the Luna all heading over to the safe lane there. They're going to be faced by a tri lane of the... are they? No, that's the mid, jeez. Get a grip. What is that? Oh, it's Monkey... Oh, very good.
30 seconds to showtime.
I was like, that's some next level courier scouting. Look how fast it is with Nay. This Monkey King. Well, it's a tough ask, but bottom is unprotected, so they can get two there. They are going to go for the invasion here. The stun comes through, and there will be a Bramble Maze as well. First blood already snatched up by KL on the Wraith King. We'll get the bounty runes as well. It's going to be 4 bounty runes for the Radiant. KAC dominating the first few seconds of the game there.
Oh, don't mind me. Just a wee fairy going about her business.
Oh, this'll work.
Thanks.
Oh, we're actually going to see Luna on to the bottom lane here. Gonna change the lanes up, rather face off against the Weaver. Yeah, I know that makes perfect sense. Actually, it just, you know, Tidehunter, he just anchor smashes. You get no damage. Right clicking is then a pain in the neck. You're also taking damage for the experience of it. Oh, seems to be wrong. Okay, they are going to go in onto the Tidehunter, but they'll find the kill bottom first, actually. Death Grip. Naga taking down Kotl, no problem at all. So aggressive both lanes at the same time here. Mid lane, the matchup should be fairly even. It's 4-2 actually versus 2-0. Monkey King working over Mr. Clyde here. He actually has Jingu stacks up. Dodges the torrent. Much violence. Right, Sentry Ward goes down. Where's the obs? There's no obs in this lane yet, so.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Monster. Just devastating off lane to face up against. Tidehunter having a bad time actually. Until he gets a few levels, his Kraken Shell not gonna be able to help him too much. I don't think you care though, right? You just go back to lane, get more levels. It's a Wraith King, Dark Willow. Gonna get levels on them. You're gonna be fine eventually. It's the last hit. Down bottom, they might find the Weaver here. Yi get chased in, and it will be the Luna actually that finds it with a Lucent Beam. And Naga a little bit hurt on the back of that, but not able to be followed up on by Kotl. Stay safe in beside the tower here. Funky set he has going on there. Level 4 versus level 2 on the Monkey King in the mid versus the Kunkka. You said it was going to be even, Jeeves. Well, no, I said this is one of the heroes that can match up against Kunkka in the mid lane as a melee. It's not really melee, Jeeves. It's got 400 range. Yep, I mean, oh, didn't dodge the torrent that time. Just having to check every lane all the time is very unfair. Oh, they're just throwing damage back against each other. How much does he have? Oh, he has got way more regen, actually managing to trade way better there. I mean, it is a tri lane though, Jeeves, so other heroes have to trade against him as well. Oh, Kotl gets caught out, rooted up with a net, and that's going to be another kill. Taking it to 3 kills there. 2 for the bottom lane.
Moon's blessings.
I mean, Kunkka at least finding an extra level here in this mid lane. Monkey King about to find yet another, and there we go up top. Alas, poor Tidehunter. Feels bad, man. (23-17) versus 5-0. This is dominating mid lane, the top lane. I mean, they've got kills on the board as well, right? Or maybe, I guess, an earlier lineup, but they're getting kills down the bottom. Dark Willow's rotated in to see if she can get something done here. Change the fortunes of the Weaver up some. Death Grip sits in the trees, waiting patiently. And the ward gonna go out and get instantly dewarded. It's just in line. Oh. Suspect. The angle doesn't seem right. Top lane, I guess the Weaver went up there to try and recover with the Shadow Shaman. That double damage is still there. Here comes KL as well. Shadow Realm used to let Dark Willow move on out. Oh, Rico's caught in amongst it all, though it takes quite a lot of damage. They will freeze him up and kill him. Still very low level, so there will be new respawn for him. They can't even find the Ancient Apparition on the back of that. Feels pretty good right now for Death Grip. Oh, double damage on Mr. Clyde. That's not something you really want to mess with, but then level 4, he doesn't have any items, Jeeves. This is true. This is true. Well, Aquila and Treads finished up for Monkey King. What's going on here? We got a smoke going on and just a TP maybe. TPing into the mid lane. They want to get something done onto the Monkey King. The stun goes out. The bait is set. Mr. Clyde trying to pull him back in, up over, but he's not having any of it. He senses the danger. Goes back for a tango and says, wait a minute, if I build up some Jingu stacks, it should be fine. They will pull him back into the torrent. The wraparound is there. The net as well. He's healing so much though. Kills the Kunkka. Will he find another one? Death Grip still in range. He's slowed. He's iced up. He finds him, stuns him, moves in for the kill. Does throw out a little bit of damage with that wave, but it's not quite enough. He looks left. He looks right. He can't get out of it though. They will find him. Why did you go in so close again? Finds a double kill in amongst the most treacherous of conditions. And, yep. Death Grip gonna sacrifice himself for the kill in the end. They will find a return down bottom on the Luna.
Middle tower is under attack.
Middle tower. Barn goes up, throws Monkey King away, but you don't want to be messing with him. He's level 8 now. Throw. The Jingu stacks are up. He hasn't even skilled the alt. Nice tread switch there. This one finds 2. There's the torrent, backs it off. Very nicely done. No wand on this chap at the moment. Down bottom, it's all kicking off. They find the snare and the chains, and there's the Dark Willow with the Bramble Maze as well. They will secure that Naga kill. Call gonna pay with his own life. The Curse Crown pops on Luna. She's stunned up, caught in beside the Wraith King. Tries to get out. There's the Wraith King blast though. Will find one. Will find no. Iced up by the Ancient Apparitions. Shadow Realm going to get used to try and get in behind Death Grip here. He's still only level 3. The Wraith King Fire Blast does so much damage. 2 hits and he's down. Bramble Maze for cover. Actually, KL getting stunned up on the way out. Does not have mana. He will now actually have mana for his ult if he wants to use it. Burns goes for Luna. She will bring him down. Here he comes. He'll be chained up. The Curse Crown kind of wasted there. Going to keep him in place, I guess, long enough. They're still going to secure the kill. But it does feel like she was chained up, so maybe just for the damage, the deeps. Even if she got out, she was going to be slowed by that Wraith King. He had full mana, of course, coming back, and his stun was off cooldown as he saved it for after he was dead. Weaver managed to find a catch up as well, getting to level 6, along with the Tidehunter here. Oh dear, Donata tried for some action. Monkey King did get caught out elsewhere on the map, so at least it's an even trade, but they're looking for more here. Oh, the big ball from AA. It's going to hit on 2. They need some follow-up damage. KL runs from the scene of the crime. Net comes out, going to keep him in place, but they're not quite in place. Fuki goes in and realizes he's in a bad spot right now. Out comes the Dark Willow Bramble Maze. Down goes Luna. It does create some space in the mid lane for this illusioned up Mr. Clyde onto Kumpa to try and have a little bit of a go, but here comes Monkey King ready to spank him back out of the lane. Jingu stacks, Jingu Mastery is up. Can't hit him once, can't hit him twice. Gonna run him down, calls in the boat, but it's too late. Oh wait, is it though? The Ancient Apparition there, follow-up is there. The damage, he is ticking down. I don't think it's going to be enough. Wait a minute, no. Will just be fine. Wants the Jingu stacks, he wants to try and heal up on this Ancient Apparition, but meanwhile Waldorf is going the Curse Crown out onto Luna. He needs to be careful, she's still only level 5. Still only level 5, no ult, TP's out under the net, not too concerned. Well, X might have been okay there. Oh. The Ancient Apparition picks up the invis and just quietly walks past. He ducks away. Has his time lapse available, can get himself in quite some mischief. AL baiting him in, takes down some of his armor. Falls to sense of security. Kraken Shell not saving him just yet. He knows the stun is out. The Bramble Maze goes through. He will TP to safety. Nicely read by the Tidehunter there, realizing, oh, you have no more stuns. See ya. Waldorf on the backside throws the Curse Crown a little bit early. Look for a pick-off. Death Grip going to be the one that's going to be the obvious one. Has Song available though, so very difficult kill to pick up. Oh my god, the damage goes through. You might not even use the Song because of this. Well, the pressure applied then to that top tower. 11 minutes in, 8k net worth lead. KAC, the dominant force in this game, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but, you know, I was rooting for Death Grip. Winner of this will go on to play against Team Taem. Taem? Team Taem? Taem? Well, it's going to be a hood for Donata. It's going to try and get some sort of a survivability. Oh, God, like this. What is this weird webbing on? Oh, Curse Crown goes out. The illusion's unaffected. KL goes out. KL comes from the top along with the Weaver. He does throw out the Ravage to buy some time. The rest of his team is coming in from the side. There's still an out running from the Monkey King. He's going to get snatched back by the X there. Goes him in, does a little bit of damage. Naga going to get hit by a huge amount of damage from that Dark Willow there, looking for him. The Song goes out, keeps all of them in place. Okay, the AL comes through, he needs to get out of the way. The Song does a little bit of damage, may well tick down on KL, but he does have his ult available. Yeah, he needs to take a little bit of damage before he's in any real trouble. He's going to be fine actually. That AA is still quite low level. We're only 13 minutes into the game, of course. KL diving forwards there. You're going to find Mr. Clyde. No, not quite. Will go down. Comes back up. The stun goes out. Mr. Clyde goes down. Luna getting chased now as well. That's a double for KL. They turn. They look for more, but Donata finds Monkey King. What a great return kill for them. KL now with the dive in, diving forward. Oh, the shackles breaking on his on Tidehunter's Kraken Shell, and oh my god, Squirt finds the kill on the Raid King. He's still going at it. He's going to find 2 more. They find 3 altogether. 3 for 4. They managed to turn that around. It didn't turn out quite as bad as it could have done. 22 to 10 when you're that far behind. It's actually worth it no matter what. Look, that ancient apparition, the top net worth now. He is fighting for his team. Top net worth for his team. I mean, yeah, honestly, not for the game so far. Well, Armlet, more digging, gonna get spotted out by Yi. Yi decides not to mess with him though. Doesn't have Lincoln Sphere yet, probably would be the ideal option for dealing with a Kunkka situation. KL finds Haste Rune here, and a Blade Mill go with his Blink Dagger and already completed Wand and Tread. They might find something here. Actually, Fuki in very low straits here. Does throw out a Lucent Beam, but they're all on top of him. A hasted up Monkey King will secure the kill. A little bit of body blocking from KL, nothing more. They do try and hold him in place. He doesn't have his ult for 101 seconds. He does need to be careful to jump in. The lead is there. The ult comes through from AA as well. The Monkey King ult is rolling. They'll find the ancient apparition. Will they find it any more on the backside? Dark Lola does a little bit of damage. Clyde looks to get himself out of there, but the Curse Crown going to hold him back. Monkey King backs off though. Doesn't want to dive in under the tower. Tries to use some of the mace to his, he does want to dive in under the tower. He's looking for more here. The Jingu stacks have broken off though. It's not enough to save them, and they will try now turn this around. He stuns him up, but in comes Fuki. Didn't quite find the kill. Are you serious? Looks for the gush to get him. No. The Lucent Beam will find it, and 482 gold going the way of Fuki. Definitely worthwhile TPing in there for her. Alright, Blade Mail almost completed. Shrine going to be used by Yi. He's going to pick himself up with the Fusel Blades, stacking that on top of the Mana Break Talon. Oh gosh, goes out on to Kotl here. The stun as well, the net to follow up, and they have everything they need to take him down, but it's just a support. Anything is better than nothing right now though. They look for more. I hear a boat, it's going in somewhere, it's up top. Jeeves, it's up top. Here we go, it's Yi versus Mr. Clyde. KL comes in from the side, the ancient apparition out comes in and blasts on none of them. Actually, they got Yi. He is a little bit apart. The Ravage, it will catch him. He probably will shatter from this. Nope, he's fine. On the backside, finally we get the ult from Luna, but it's not able to find anyone. The song comes through. Luna will be able to back out on the back of this. KL going to get frozen up. Now they'll be able to do some damage to him. Does have the ult available. Another net comes through, holds him in place. They find Luna on the side there. Waldorf in trouble. No Shadow Realm available. Does have Bedlam, not able to use it just yet. Uses himself up, and there's the Shadow Realm. Going to pull her out of danger. Monkey King looking for one more on the backside. KL looking for another on the right side there. I think Ancient Apparition going to be the first to fall. Waldorf with the follow-up on the chains as well now from Kotl. The damage goes out into the Bramble Maze. There's no getting away. Luna has respawned, but it's another team wipe. 11k net worth at 17 minutes into the game. KAC with the initiative. Monkey King sitting in the trees with it. The scout ahead. Here comes Mr. Kunkka. Oh, goes in. They catch him with the stun as well from KL. The blink forward was huge. Down goes Kunkka before he gets a chance to do anything. They take the tower as well. Do have the option to push into the high ground. There are 6 skeletons available for this and snakes. Fortification going to hold them back for 5 seconds. At least a blink forward there though from Wraith King. The ult going to come out from Monkey King maybe. Nope, they're just going to lock down this Tide Hunter once again. Tide, no ult though. 22 seconds, will be dead. Will he? damage has already been done. This tower to fall, and the racks now exposed and vulnerable. There's Luna, the ult though from the Monkey King to zone everyone back while the wards do their work. And for the song, nope, the net, they do find Weaver. One ranged racks to fall. Now the melee, the ult from Monkey King is down, and they're going to dive in on top of him. There was no Aegis, he is dead for 49 seconds, does have a buyback. TP out with the Shadow Realm in combination. Out goes the Dark Willow. They get the ranged racks, at least in the tower, exposing those shrines. And, you know, maybe they can take a shrine, a pick off, get themselves a Roshan, and then formulate another assault.
Radiant's power's still there. Not for long.
I mean, things are a little bit chilled out, right? The shrines are exposed. I'm not sure why we have the map art, but we do. Don't forget the BKB for the Monkey King. Oh, Scan gonna pick them up. Kale actually finds an arcane rune. Pretty great if you're a Wraith King, let me tell you what. He wants to die now. That'll be the backside. They find the Kunkka. Out goes the Curse Crown into the Bramble Maze, but the boat will arrive. That's going to keep him healthy for just now. On the side of it, though, Monkey King going to clean up Bacon. And Mr. Clyde will go down to Waldorf there. Didn't even have to use all of his ults. Now, this mid lane, they do have snakes available. I'm not sure you want to just drop them on this tower here, though. I don't know, Jeeves. It is kind of full health. Maybe you do want to drop it down. KL going to take this bottom one, though. The fortification going to be gone. That is, in fact, backdoor protection food. Just hit it. Just do it. There you go. And Luna going to get a tier 1 in exchange, but there's a large mass of Radiant heroes here in the mid lane. They did actually use the snakes. It felt like it was worth it to take that full health tower. We'll even send Dark Willow over to school away the Luna for now. Stop any further push. They do say Fuki. They're going to look for the catch. There will be a Hex to start it off. He comes in close. He will get shackles. No. The song on the backside is causing more of a problem. The ult comes through, down goes the Wraith King. That's going to pop his ult, but the Monkey King is here with the Wukong's command, and he is running through them. Wraith King will go down again, though. That Luna ult is doing some work, but on the high ground, so is the Monkey King. They find him with a torrent, though. They still didn't pick up that Aegis, and Lucent Beam going to catch him out. Oh, here comes a Tide Hunter ready to get him. He goes up onto the tree, jumps down onto the Lunar. You see, finds a second kill. Now he looks for those Jingu stacks. The Terrorize is going to be useful. It's Bedlam, jeez. Okay. Triple kill for the Monkey King. And it's 5 for 2 once again. They don't have their big pushers. What are you talking about, jeez? Both the Monkey King and the Weaver can push towers quite well. Looks like they'll get themselves a second set of racks. The only one to buy back is, in fact, the Naga, and she does not have her ult available for another minute and a half. What does the robot think, Jeeves? The robot is not agreeable. This could be a good turnaround, though. Turn around, da-na-na-na-na. Smoking actually for the retreat. They did take that shrine, right? No, they did not. Shrines heal now, by the way. Quite rapidly. Good to know. Oh, monkey on tree. Scouting out about. Oh no. Oh no. It's a double damage on the Wraith King. They're definitely going to secure this racks this time. They are. The Jeeves fortification comes through. The blast as well. It's going to hit on 2. In comes the bolt. It's a little bit wide. Doesn't really do anything. KL just pushing people around. In comes Monkey King with the Wukong's command. He's going to start to run them down. The stun goes out on 2. Waldorf going to secure the kill onto the Ancient Apparition. Down goes Denada to the Weaver. And that's going to be the rack secured. They'll get 2. Oh, Shadow Shaman going to drop the wards. It's in a pretty good place. He will be able to work on both sets. 3 down. Any sign of a rapier for Luna? No. What do you mean a rapier for Luna? Well, I mean it's their only shot, right? At the moment, they're pretty far behind. Pressure going to be continued to be applied. Okay, the Torrent on the back lines actually will catch out KL and burst through his first life. Ravage as well, that's a good combo, that's going to find 2. Only found 1. And here we'll get the Monkey King on the backside. They never did stop and get that Aegis. They were a little bit greedy, and this may cost them dearly here. It's the final set of racks, so they're going to hold out the Weaver and caught on the Shadow Shaman. They will actually bring him down. There are only 2 alive, but they do have buybacks and a 20k net worth lead. Not mega creeps though. That's one thing they don't have. Melee racks still holds. And Death Grip keep themselves in the game for a little while longer.
Just a wee fairy going about her business.
And the Dark Willow Spammer has yet to die. Interesting. Oh, the Wrath has been invoked for Bacon here. He came in, he found himself a nice little D-ward. Oh, I like this as well. Turns around, throws the ult to the creep wave. Gets himself a nice creep there, 40 gold. And messes with KL a little bit. I think both shrines still standing. This one actually healed up to full now. Oh, hello, hello. Goodbye, goodbye. I see you. Goodbye. Bottom lane, they are going to look for something here. This last racks. There's only 3 of them though. Have to be careful. The Wukong's command going to be the thing that sets it off. I guess he does have BKB as well. Maybe he looks for the pick first. Oh, the tree, they're aware where he is. Maybe he jumps down the spring onto Bacon. The ult comes through, but so does the BKB. Out goes the Wukong's command. He's going to find 3 in there with him, but he's going to get melted up. KL did come in with the Blade Mail. Has his ultimate available, but it's all to create space for this Shadow Shaman on the backside with the wards to take the final racks. They say, fine, you want to kill us, but you're going to face Megas. They only actually lost, well, they lost 2. He maybe will be the 3rd one though. He will be. Does have buyback. Oh, there was a buyback there from the Monkey King. I don't think it was necessary. They do have the shrine bottom taken out now. It's less relevant though than the top shrine, which, I mean, I feel like they could have been a little bit less with an Aegis or so, or Aegis and Cheese. They could have pushed high ground a lot easier. It's not like they didn't have any. I mean, they definitely had a team capable of doing it. Could have done it with less resources, maybe. Less deaths. Well, this is the first wave of mega creeps here, right? These guys aren't megas. Super range creep. Oh, these are megas. Oh, KL's going for it. He's right in the middle of the base. He doesn't have his ult. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm not sure what's going on there. That's a bit of a throw, I'm not going to lie. 3, 2, 2, boys.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
I like this move from KAC. Objective based gaming. Goes in, does 15 damage to the shrine. Runs away. Did more than. Whoa, sure did. I mean, I feel if you've got lifesteal in your Luna, you feel okay, but oh, but here comes the Dark Willow. How'd you feel now that Brahmo May is going to hold you in place? The entire team is
don't
there
mind
though.
me. Just a wee fairy going about her business.
And the creep wave just going to get pumped back in there by the Monkey King with a single strike. This is what we wanted. The Aegis of the Immortal. I'm going to give Monkey King a lot more flexibility. He can swap out Salt for that. It's going to actually go in on Yi. He will be the bearer of bad news for the Dire team.
I'm in your debt.
No smokes. No
Dire is
smokes.
scared for enemies.
We'll clear out the shrine so they don't get TP'd in on from behind. Very smart, but playing it by the numbers for the most part. And one more hold required from Death Grip, and here comes the smoke actually to try and make this happen. Tidehunter never did get that Blink Dagger, so he's going to have to rely on his positional skills to get off that Ravage of the Dreams. Yi on the front line, obviously, with the Aegis, does have time lapse available as well, so be too scared. A little bit of damage. The Torrent, they're actually going to hold him in place, but he will use the time lapse to get out there on from the outside. The Monkey King with the Wukong's command goes to work, but it's not quite doing too much yet. The BKB going to keep him moving to the song. Will be stunned up in the end. KO goes for the blink forward, and they will drop the wards right on top of the Ancient. The first tower is going to fall so quickly. The Ancient Apparition Blast comes in, but only hits on creep. It's pretty good if you're trying to keep your Ancient alive, though, I guess. Watch out, Fuki, you're taking so much damage from the wards. They might burn you down. He gets out there on a whisker of life. KL with the blink forward finds him, finds two. And this is it. The fortification is up, but the fights are over. There's no more buybacks to save them. That's a fourth one. The GG is called, and Death Grip tried their hardest but weren't able to stem the tide of KAC. And now KAC going to go and face up against Team Taem. I am General Chief. You guys join me in about 5 minutes for that game. Let's have a look and see who we thought the man of the match was in the meantime. It's got to be KL, right? He was everywhere with the damage. The assists are all good. Yeah, I'm going to give it to KL with his 66 last hits and 6 denies. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to this Dota 2 qualifiers for the Kuala Lumpur Major NA number 2. It's KAC fresh off the back of their victory against Death Grip. Now you're going to face off against Team Taem. I am General Jivicus. The draft is already underway and already our Wraith King has felt the boot. No big surprises there. Undying, Necrophos, Stark, Willow. Phoenix, Triad. Other forms of cancer. Alright, Chen, I like it. A little bit of a targeted ban, I think against Scourge McDuck, right? Or maybe I'm thinking of... Early lane domination with that creep. The Ursa as well, gonna get taken out. The meta getting challenged right here with these bans. Phoenix, we kind of expected that might get taken out. If you take out the Phoenix though, does that kind of indicate that you're looking towards a sort of Phantom Lancer type hero? Maybe Terror Blade style.
Turn to ban.
Enchantress. Well, those three bans are pretty solid, I have to say. Wraith King, Ursa, and Enchantress. Kind of feels a little bit targeted against the off lane. KL, of course, was pretty devastating on the Wraith King in the last game for Radiant.
5 seconds left. Dire pick.
Spectre-oo.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Mariska has
Haha, the Dark Willow. Gonna be first picked here. I wonder what sort of response we're gonna get. Good counters for the wee fairy.
Seconds. Radiant pick.
Ooh, okay. I mean, the old TP out under Shadow Realm instantly cancelled, of course, by Earthshaker and his little stunlock techniques. He doesn't have to see you to stun you.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
His partner in crime, then, most likely, the next pickup here from KAC will be the Waldorf hero, I guess. No, Waldorf probably on the Earthshaker. We'll get the KL hero next. Okay, and it's gonna be the Weaver. It's not gonna get banned yet, so they might as well take it. It's pretty early into the draft. The Kunkka still available, the Bloodseeker still available, the Disruptor even still an option for Team Taem. They wanted to get that. It will be the Bloodseeker, the obvious pickup. Nah, it doesn't feel the greatest against Earthshaker. He's quite vulnerable being picked off sometimes. And laning is a little bit shaky, I guess, as well. Be a vengeful spirit. What are you talking about? Laning on Bloodseeker shaky? But like, if you had to lane against like the Weaver or Earthshaker lane, it wouldn't be the most fun.
Seconds. 5 seconds left.
Zeus. Want to try and head off any kind of a global strat. Maybe they kind of think they want the Invoker this time round. I think they banned it last time, so Invoker mid maybe for the Radiant. I mean, if they put the Bloodseeker mid though, that feels pretty bad. You can be played in pretty much any lane as a core. There is a legend of the position 4 Bloodseeker as well, but man, it doesn't sound very effective to me.
5 seconds. Radiant's ban now.
Ooh, Terrorblade ban. Maybe Phantom Lancer is an option. Oh, Spectre, of course, was already banned out, so. Alchemist? Alchemist is kind of okay against Terrorblade, actually.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Well, the Phantom Lancer are going to get taken out. Kind of interesting given the fact they have the Earthshaker. Maybe they want a Medusa? Medusa versus Bloodseeker. It's kind of okay. You don't want to move anyway when you've got your Scream up, so you just Scream when you're Ruptured, and then the two kind of negate each other. It's a powerful usage though, and then you get the Lincoln Sphere, and then you pierce it.
10 seconds.
It's fine though. It's fine. You can get Blade Mail. You do some damage as you waddle around.
5 seconds left.
KAC did this last time as well. Run their reserve time down about 10 seconds, and just James Bond last 3 picks. Bane. He's a bit of a nightmare in lane, his old Bane. Oh, Nostrum, the Silencer are going to get picked up. That's pretty good, actually. Does give them an option for initiation. They have 2 silences as well, with the Bloodseeker having 1 as well now. Huh. Does offer an opportunity to break the grip as well. That's something to think about.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Dyer's turn to pick.
Skywrath Mage. Oh, could we sneak a Drow Ranger in here? I mean, it's mids. Ooh, yeah, it could be safe lane Weaver, off lane Earthshaker, and Skywrath and Bane supports.
10 seconds.
Huh.
5 seconds left.
Well, it's got me confused anyway. Let's see how it plays out. Time for Team Taem. Take a little bit of time to think about their pick.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Ooh, Tiny coming through. I like this with the Bloodseeker, the toss combo. It's pretty hilarious. Well played. I mean, he's pretty good in any lane as well. Let's face it, Tiny will actually dominate mid as well. Final pickup for the... Oh, this is the final ban for the Radiant Chiefs. What are you going to ban? I feel like Team Taem already have everything they want. Anything else is now just a cherry on top.
It's Dyer's band now.
There goes the Shadow Fiends. Maybe in Joker is an option. Get Hobo Doomed, my mum is. I wonder if he's pretty good on Joker. I mean, the Silencer's there, the Tiny. Gonna have to lane against that. It doesn't feel good, man. The Dark Willow, the Bloodseeker.
10 seconds.
What does feel good here, Jeeves? I don't know. There's a... I mean, Storm Spirit would have been okay. Can move while ruptured, etc. Ooh, Templar Assassin for the mid lane then. Tiny Bloodseeker, I guess, will switch up between safe and off lane. It does give them two very aggressive, some very aggressive lane setups possibilities here. You know, it's going to be quite a bloody match in the first 10 minutes. You get what I mean? And the final pick then of the match, it's going to be the Viper. Didn't leave them much choice. Pretty good against TA though. Let's gonna break it down then. Get Hobo Doomed. My mom is gonna be on Viper. We're gonna have, I guess it will be Yi on the Weaver once again. KL on the Earthshaker. Oh, on the Skyrath Mage. Oh, okay. Waldorf on the Earthshaker, and that leaves Kotl on the Bane. Meanwhile, for Team Taem, Husky will pick up the Templar Assassin. Evident on the Tiny. Save on the Silencer. Scourge McDuck on the Bloodseeker, and Collio on the Dark Willow. I am General Jivicus. Let's get our Kuala Lumpur Major Qualifiers number 2 opens. Team Taem versus KAC Dota 2 on. Well, Waldorf denied his Dark Willow level 14, I believe he was on that hero.
Fortune and glory await.
Right, no smoke plays unless they already popped it. And it will be an aggressive tri lane to start off with. The Dark Willow Silencer Tiny gonna head down to that off lane. They're gonna face off against Kotl and Yi, the Bane and Weaver respectively. Huh. What is Viper doing here? Goes for the early ward, but it's actually already been placed under vision there. So they will be aware that it's there. I agree. Already they're gonna find him with the Brumble Maze. The Avalanche is there as well. Yi runs backwards, but he will be first blood. Collio gonna pick that up. That's -2 intelligence as well. Team Taem already stomping their aggression on the map.
Let's shake things up.
Tiny with the forward position here
Almost had that.
on the high ground. Knows when you are sneaking. He knows when you are peeking. Oh, they only get 2 actually. Very well played by KAC there to recover both of the top runes. Save actually looking to pull the creep wave here from the second wave you want. Oh no, he just wants to mess with him. Okay. But Waldorf is here as well. Watch out, save. Whoa, nice little Fisher block. And he goes for the TP out. He's like, oh, you're all out stuns. See ya. What a pro, right to the creep block. Very stylishly done. Very stylishly done. Oh, Husky getting aggressive here. Level 2 already. Refraction and Psyblade's leveled up. Oh, tried for it to be Flash, but it wasn't to be. 3 and 0 though versus 1 and 0. Handily winning the lane. Okay, not sure about that. Up top 4 and 3 for Scourge McDuck, and it does seem like the Dire are pulling ahead already on CS. Been pushing the wave in under the tower though. Opportunities for denies. Some catch up. Oh my god, Evident right in there with a Tiny using the log to its fullest advantage. Shadow Realm getting popped on the backside. I think he was a little bit worried it didn't do much damage with the old right click there. Arcane Curse going to go out on 2. Scourge McDuck getting powered up by this situation. We'll have 1 point at least in Thirst, of course. And a bit of a nightmare lane against when the lanes are so aggressive. 10 and 9. All the denies, all the last hits. Deeps, deeps, deeps. Oh no, I missed a kill.
Oh, we're just getting started.
And then nothing back, okay. How did it even happen? Oh, he got wrecked. Great explanation, G, as well. There was this cursed crown. Shadow Realm actually with a tree branch. Smash it, whatever. No, it could kick off in any lane at any time. Oh, okay, the Bramble Maze goes out to do for the log into the Avalanche. It's not quite enough. Call going to be fine for now. He does find a level. Already has the Brain Sap though, so won't be necessarily the save that he's looking for. Stun. Oh, so much damage poured into Scourge McDuck. He's going to have to back it off. Doesn't want to take any more. The Arcane Curse is flying on Kale though, and that's a -2 int for the Skywrath Mage. Hurts for one whose damage is based on his intelligence. Soul Ring finished up on Tiny already. He's balling along here with his 19 and 10 on the old last hit meter. 20 and 6 versus 7 and 2 on the Viper. All of the lanes getting crushed at the moment. Oh, Bramble Maze is out. Cottle just roaming on the side of it. Throws out the Nightmare. Manages to keep himself alive. The branch comes through. He's still alive. Deep in the trees here, and goes Evident. He'll find the kill with 1 right click. He was hoping to find something on the back of that, but it wasn't to be. The Avalanche not available. 2 charges though, and he does have Soul Ring now up. Combo option. Save in from the side. The Arcane Curse going to fly out. Silence as well from the Bloodseeker. It's not going to. It's going to catch him right on the edge. That's a huge amount of damage. The Skywrath Mage is not a sturdy fellow. He's fine, Jeeves. He's fine. Has almost 700 HP.
Are you ready to rumble?
Almost.
None for you.
Oh, I hear the Shadow Realm from the side. Watch out, my friend. Viper into the Bramble Maze will be sealed up. And delivered by the Dark Fairy, the Willow. Avalanche into Yi here. He's level 3, doesn't have many options available, just a Sakuchi. Doesn't even have bugs. Poor fella. Well, bounty runes will be 3 going the way of Team Taem. Well, it's a 4k net worth advantage at the 5-minute mark, and it shows in the last hits for sure. On the denies, KL looking for something top here. The Arcane Curse will fly. Scourge McDuck tries to eat himself through there. The Silence actually going to go out and actually going to hit. So much damage. The speed on Scourge McDuck. He will be held back, but he is already past the Fisher. There's no more blocking him out, and it's actually going to be the Arcane Curse that seals the kill. And because he was so far out of range, that's the best possible situation for the Silencer. He wouldn't have got the minus in otherwise. Nice pop damage on the Arcane Curse at the end of it. Oh, 8-0. Team Taem styling their way through their first match here. They did have a bye in the first round, and definitely showing why in the early minutes of this game. It's all just kicking off now as the hunt down continues. Scourge McDuck looks for a third. That will be his level 6 as well. Rupture online. 6 minutes into the game. TP in from Waldorf. The stun is there. He's not quite taking any damage, and I'm going to heal up on the creeps. Let's see whether or not the first Rupture will be here on the level 3. Are you serious? These guys, unfortunately, more than met their match in Team Taem. KAC fighting now under the tower, seeing if he can get something done. The ult goes out on Husky, he immediately TPs away. Bane is there, he can't find the stop though. And Kolio actually in a little bit of trouble. Now bearing in mind it's 11-0, 8k net worth lead. Any kill right now for the Radiant is a good kill. KL will be blood raged up, takes quite a bit of damage from that pure combo of the Silencer and the Bloodseeker in under the tower. Bane rotates in from the side. Maybe he can find a Nightmare, maybe he can get things back under control. Arcane Curse gonna go out. The robot not impressed. 86% win chance for the Dire. I mean, what's their backup plan? What's their go-to? Where do they actually come online as a team? Weaver, the Curse Crown going to catch him out in the trees. They know where he is. Doesn't have Sakuchi available for another 2 seconds. It's up now, but the toss will find it. Oh, what? Viper with level 6 does have ult available. There will be a wrap around on him though. It's a Silencer wrapping in on him. The slow is there. There will be one on the way out as well. Has to be careful. Little bit of meld damage. 1, 2, 3, and he's down. Feel Silencer was close enough for int there. Oh, Rupture onto Yi. He doesn't even have time lapse yet. He's just a poor baby. On low level 5. I mean, this is the danger of picking the Weaver and not banning the Bloodseeker. Like, and they picked the Bloodseeker up immediately following the Weaver pick there. Problem Heroes were banned out for him as well. And the Phantom Monster was gone, as was the Terribly the Ursa. Oh, here we go with a Shadow Realm. We'll try and get out. He does have a nice Bramble Maze, finding multiple heroes. Husky will be there to help out. The meld damage is significant. KL going to be followed up as well. It's a double kill now for Husky on the Templar Assassin. Bottom lane will be pressured in by Scourge McDuck. Just his presence in the lane driving the creep forward. Oh no! Oh no! Well, chipping away here at the bottom tower. KL, so poor.
Radiant's top tower's under attack.
Yeah. It's only 9 minutes into the game and the pressure is so overwhelming coming through from Team Taem at the moment. 12k net worth lead. kills, so many kills. They say kills don't matter in the early game, but when it's 19 kills before 10 minutes, maybe. I mean, any kill they get back though is going to be huge. It's the next level strat from KAC. Lull them into a false sense of security. Oh, they can't stop them. See ya. It's over.
Invisibility.
Damn, that's a cool ass courier though, I have to say, from the Radiant there. The Radiant, the Dire. Aiming Roshan. Unusual baby Roshan. Tale of Burning Doom.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, mid tower gonna feel the pressure. Oh, here comes Yi. He is level 6. Maybe he could tickle a little bit, throw out the bugs, maybe. No.
That was unreal.
Oh.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower must have been dizzy.
Well, they do say it's a good idea to push with the 10-minute catapult wave. I don't know how often they are referring to the tier 3s when they're talking about that though. A little bit dangerous from save here. Doesn't have much of advantage over these fellas. Arcane Curse goes out into the Rupture. Will hold him back and actually tip forward. There's another stun available if he wants to go for it, but he's dead before he can. And a Scourgeman attack actually trapped a little bit here by the creep wave. The backside, he deals for the TP out. They don't have a stun, they can't stop him, and over from the side come Husky and Co. Another -2 in for the Viperini, and that's going to be 1 for KL on the Skywrath Mage as well. So able to threaten high ground at 12 minutes. 3 enemy heroes dying. They only have about 10 seconds to do this. Earthshaker going to slow things up even more, and I'll be surprised if they get anything more than a tier 3 with the first push here. But still up, Jeeves.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Well, they don't quite want to push this high ground tower in yet. There are so many more objectives on the map for them still to take. The mid and top tower into a pick up with a Roche, but the death grip is there, and that's going to be the first kill on the map. Goes the way of Call. He only gets 275 gold. Feels bad, man. They will pay with a Viper casual kill on the back side of that. But that was a great pickup for them there. And they should feel proud there. Managed to get one back. Oh, they look for another one, but evident not going to be so easy as the silencer.
Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love.
Oh, toss back in onto Waldorf. Maybe they can find something here. Done. Cottle is there. Doesn't throw out the Nightmare. They will try and find Collio with a Rupture on the backside. That's going to cause problems. He actually just TP's back to the fountain. They find the Bane now as well. Scourgeman Duck is powered up for now. His powers will wane though as they heal up in the fountain. No Roshan though. Falls back and down goes Viper. Out for 30 seconds, no buyback. 14 minutes into the game, Jeeves. Of course it doesn't have buyback. The Battle Fury for Tiny. Classic Battle Fury build that we all talk about and love.
Are you ready to rumble?
Are you ready to rubble? No, sir, I am not ready to rubble. Bloodseeker picked himself up the blade mail, working feverishly towards the BKB. He doesn't want to be one of those guys that gets caught out when they're stomping 29-0. Dark Willow gonna get the Blink Dagger. Probably would have got the Spirit Vessel if things had turned out a little bit different. And that's a nice pickup for save. To find 2 bounty runes on top. They have the leisure of taking the 2 bottom runes as well. Here's a push out now from the Radiant though. They decided to do it not under the cover of smoke, but it is night time, so vision will be limited somewhat. Wow, they get slowed up. There's the Bedlam. Waldorf going to get caught out as well in that Bramble Maze. Down he goes. He is going to be the first blood of that engagement. Husky goes forward with the blink. 2 hits, 3 hits, down goes. Oh, Scourge found 1 in the meantime as well, so that's 3 down altogether. And just not able to put up any kind of a fight outside of the base, but they still keep trying. The respawns are very low still. The blink forward, he's seeking what? Jeez, he's just going to take the bottom tower with that Desolator, eating through it. Oh, Scourge comes in, finishes it up. Working on the racks, the ward goes down. Waldorf looking for the position. He doesn't have a Blink Dagger, but he does have an Echo Slam. Not enough creeps by far though. The Bramble Maze, he's going to get caught out. The blink forward from Husky is there. Thought about the Echo Slam, wasn't to be. Down goes Viper with the ult, and he is actually ruptured, right? Is it him that's ruptured? No, he is not ruptured. He's going to continue to fight. He's actually throwing in quite some significant damage. He finds the TA. That is a massive kill. 654 gold going the way of Hobo Doomed. And he probably has buyback now because of that. And he will use it. Getting his level 10 as well on the back of it. It was too greedy. Why not just take Roshan? I mean, they still have a significant lead. It's not a big deal. 29k advantage. But it's careless. And it's carelessness like that that will cost you the further you go into the tournament.
Air support arrives.
Underestimated the Viper damage. Scourge McDuck now on his own. The blade mail goes out. That will keep them back for now. Almost double their level. In fact, he's higher than both of them combined together. Goes in, goes out to silence. The rupture as well is available, but he's already down. 1 hit as well as the damage from the silence and the Bramble Maze. That's a dieback from the Viper. I'm not sure they can do anything to hold while he's gone. Evident going to go in, clear out the heat waves. The blinks forward to toss the avalanche. They find 2. Down go the first set of racks. Earthshaker creates a little bit of space by teasing them with the Fisher. Bring him the land.
Almost had that.
14 seconds for Bane, 23 seconds for the Viper. And this Viper death, this dieback has cost them dearly. It's certainly going to be 2 sets of racks. Okay, the Swarm will fly. The Fisher's there as well, but so is the Bramble Maze. The global silence comes through. The damage is poured in. In comes Bloodseeker from the side, finding 2. Didn't find a second one, Jeeves, yeah, but he made it happen with the silence. Yee gonna actually buy back in the circumstance. Tower still. Oh, they smoke up for some reason. Looking to try and catch him out, I guess. Here they come. They manage to collapse in on top of him, mules him up. They force him back with the fear into the tiny, actually, but he's already at the fountain. He's so fast with the scoochy movement. Bloodseeker. Oh my, the time lapse back in under the tower, but they're going to be able to still be able to see him. Scourge Duck finds him. 2 godlike streaks and a double kill. They still fight on. The Radiant have heart at least. One last hurrah, I guess. Bane is up, and so will be Viper. Oh, but no, they go in 1 by 1. Waldorf in a lot of trouble. Just going to feed himself, as will KL. And that's going to be the end of that. There can't be any more of a comeback. The Rupture chased into base under Bedlam. It's actually Scourge McDuck that gets it with a Rupture damage. Fortification comes through. 1 last tower standing. Only 2 supports up for the Radiant. Defiantly fighting on. Oh, maybe they can find something on the back of this. The Fisher block comes through, they split them apart, the Earthshaker with the big dunk, but it doesn't do anything. GG is called, and Team Taem will progress to the next round. No, I think the man of the match was the Tiny or the Silencer. Both of them very much impressed me. I am General G Vicasto. Join me in about 5 minutes for the next game. I think it was Tiny. Tiny's my boy. 12-0 and 14. That was pretty nice. 9-0 and 18 though. There's 16-0 and 13. Oh, they're all MVPs as far as I'm concerned, as are all of KAC, who did put in some effort there in the game, but just were completely outclassed, unfortunately, by their opponents. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. It's the Kuala Lumpur Major Qualifiers Opens number 2, NA Edition, Team Taem, up against GT. I am General Jivicus, and the draft is already underway with a Weaver ban this time around.
Radiant's banned now.
Dark Willow. I wonder if the Wraith King gets banned out, or the Undying.
Banned now.
Oh, Winter Wyvern. Oh. Maybe we're going to see a Phantom Lancer Terrorblade type situation coming out from Team Taem.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Ursa Warrior.
Seconds to go. 5 seconds left.
Final ban. Will we go into the overtime? And a little think about it. See some reserve. Clinks. Weaver Clinks. Winter Wyvern. I mean, the Weaver is understandable, okay? We've seen Weavers. Winter Wyvern feels like it's targeted. Clinks. Feels like it's target as well. There's the IO ban. Interesting. I'm not seeing a Team Taem IO strat yet, but I'd be quite interested to watch it happen. First pickup then. Wraith King still in the pool. Undying still in the pool. Treant still in the pool. Phoenix still in the pool. Silencer still available as well. We'll save a plump for it twice.
5 seconds left. Dire pick.
Enchantress.
Oh, they're gonna snatch up the Enchantress. I'm looking forward to this. I did notice she wasn't banned.
Seconds. 5 seconds left.
You often see nuke down damage. Huskar as well, pretty good pickup against an Enchantress, but you don't really want to pick him anytime soon. A bit of time to think about this as the old GT. And when we're talking about the Dire team, it will be exclusively Asian character set number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Magnus Carlsen. Actually, no, number 3 we'll call Mr. Positive, Mr. Happy.
Dire's turn to pick.
Silencer Nostrum gonna be picked up there. Good for getting people out of trouble, I guess. Did see him used to quite good effect in the last match, of course. Save. Letting him through. Going for the Enchantress first pick though.
Seconds. 5 seconds left.
That's quite a lot of time to take to think about this.
Radiant pick.
Oh, I like it though. It was time worth spent. Undying gonna come through now.
Radiant's banned now.
And there's the Phantom Lancer, which we kind of expected from the Winter Wyvern. I'm not surprised they picked it up now. Undying, I think, already causes you a few problems, but he's not going to make it through the next banning phase for sure. Ember to protect the Phantom Lancer, also pretty good against Enchantress. He chains her up, throws in the Sleight of Fist, isn't really too bothered by her slow, and her heal's a little bit too slow to protect against the burst damage. Undying's still a bit of a concern for me though, I have to say, for both those heroes. It's a lot of soul rip, that's all I'm saying.
5 seconds left. Radiant's turn to ban.
Nix, eh? I guess they're looking at maybe the Spectre or Alk builds for the Dire? Oh, they already have the Undying as well. Spectre feels pretty good.
It's Dire's ban now. Pick.
The Alchemist ban comes out, so Spectre with the Blade Mill is naturally going to counter any kind of Enchantress aggression later on, and Phantom Lancer, the Radiance Dispersion, does wonders against his illusions.
Radiant pick.
Now, Pugna's Decrepify can get him out of trouble. He does have pretty good push. Great team fight potential with that Undying, slowing everyone up. Won't allow his Nether Blast to hit on more with the ward as well. Team Taem facing quite a stiff draft here.
5 seconds left.
I mean, they kind of know what their mid is going to be, so there shouldn't be any issue with picking that up. Now, I don't think the Phantom Lancer goes mid against the Pugna, though. I'm pretty sure Pugna's mid, though. I'm like, maybe 7 out of 10 on that. Alchemist Zeus bans. Guess Zeus is pretty good against the old Phantom Lancer. He's really good against Enchantress. I suppose Strafe, does it just go through, does it? And that's going to keep both those heroes very happy and able to move around the map. Strong laning presence at the moment as well with the buff to her damage, but she did receive a nerf recently to the mana of that, so 6.5 dozen as to how strong she'll be up against that.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
Gonna have to start kind of going into their cores now, though, the Dire.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Oh, I like this. The gyrocopter, the old staple of the North. It's Helicopter Man. He's on Dire, otherwise I would put on the autumnal terrain set so we could get a little bit of West Virginia playing.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
Now, we did see the Venomancer actually being used as a counter for the gyrocopter.
Dire's turn to ban.
But the Storm Spirit are going to get through. They don't have much lockdown. The rocket is there. The silence, the global silence is there. It can be pretty painful. Probably gonna need to get. I mean, he's just gonna get a Yules, right? But I mean, that's KAC, Yules, and then Bloodstone, probably. Need to slow him up somewhat.
10 seconds.
Team Taem, though, drafting themselves back into the game with that pickup for sure.
Seconds left.
And an offlaner who doesn't care about Gyrocopter. Necrophos. Or Venomancer, actually. Venomancer really doesn't care about it. They already have Enchantress, Jeeves. That's their offlaner. Oh, yeah. Could be a 4. I prefer it as a 4. You pick up the creep. You can use the slow. The enchant is also a slow.
It's Radiant's man now.
Oh, they think the Enchantress is core as well. They ban out the Tusk. Don't want to get caught out by that. I mean, I quite like Warlock here, actually. If those guys are all going to be in together, getting chained up and stuff dropped on them. If they want to fight dirty, fight dirty. Nah, that's rubbish. They already have the Crystal Maiden, why would they? Doesn't make any sense. Maybe the Underlord, but doesn't feel great either. Oh, what about Tide Hunter? Got Enchantress, Jeeves. Yeah. Final ban. 15 seconds of reserve time remaining. Team Taem. We'll need to pick after this as well.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Oh, the last ban, Wraith King. By the way, Brood Mama is still there.
Seconds. 5 seconds left.
Yes. Put the Pugna over to the off lane. Pick up the Brood Mama for mid. Eat the Storm Spirit mid. Do you eat the Storm Spirit mid? I believe you wait till level 3 and then you do something with the beasties. Alright, so it will be Enchantress Core Spirit Breaker gonna get picked up there. The EE of 4s. No disrespect to Jockey Mao, of course, it's simply that Spirit Breaker has 2 E's in his name.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
And Necrophos. Alright, they still don't have much lockdown coming in from the Dire side. Meanwhile, we got Spirit Breaker, we got a slow from Enchantress, we got Crystal Maiden's Root, and we got Storm Spirit's Root and Pool. This is the way it's going to break down, though. Scourgeman Duck will pick up the Phantom Lancer, save on the Crystal Maiden, Husky on the Storm Spirit, Colio on the Spirit Breaker, and of course KDP Evident on the Enchantress. Meanwhile, for the Dire, it's going to be Magnus Carlsen on the Gyrocopter, Mr. Happy on the Necrophos, Asian character set number 1 on the Silencer, Asian character set number 2 on Undying, and Asian character set number 3 on the Pugna. I am General Jivicus. Let's get our North American Open Qualifiers number 2 for the Kuala Lumpur Major Dota 2 on. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. Last hits are up, and already a smoke play coming out from Team GT. I am loving it, I really am.
Thanks.
Let's have a look and see at the old item arena Rooney Rannies. They don't have any smokes coming out for the Radiant. And Husky going to go over for the congestion there, it seems like.
I love winning.
Or maybe he's going for the sneaky rune ward play here. But once again, the smoke ward. They're just that little bit faster, so they will see him here when he places the ward down. Oh, he does it from the trees though. I think he's safe. Up top, the sparring will begin. Actually, they're going for a little bit of depth here. Collie is in here as well. Charges in, finds Magnus Carlsen. Already the gyrocopter suffering quite a lot of harass. So rip on 2. We'll do some damage, force them away from the rune, and that will kind of ensure the bottom rune though goes the way of the Dire. Ho 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 on the Phantom Lancer, having to just chill in under the tower. Who will take no part in a rune struggle. And KDP, look at this, zoning them completely back to their tower. But I mean, it's a lot of resources being used to save Dota actually with this super deep movement, looking for the courier snipe. Gets there nice and early.
Very cool of you. Very cool of you.
They will see the depth of the creep block as well. That's pretty advantageous. They go quite heavily in favor of Storm Spirit. Here we go with the courier snipe. Oh, wee Slippery Joe. He was just a little courier. Here he comes out. One. Oh no. He jukes it into the trees, and now it's the battle of wits. Okay. Coming back. It's hiding in the trees here. And he realizes the moment is lost. He will TP on out of there. Good attempt though. Just didn't quite have the right angle for 2 right clicks on it. I mean, the courier's kind of locked in there for now. He does have the salve up for the Pugnup. He's not had to use it yet. It's Husky 4-1 versus 3-1. Oh, and they get the courier hit. Nice.
It's dead now.
A little bit of chip damage was actually enough in the end. Ho-ho with the standard 1 and 0-1 start up there with that Phantom Lancer. Both teams playing it a little bit cautiously. Courier does go down. It's quite a bit of an advantage obviously going the way of the Radiant team, but other than that, last hit's fairly even across the board. Oh, Collio could be first blood here. The rundown is there, the rocket follow up, but Carlsen taking some damage, as is Asian characters number 2. The charge back in, he will be the first blood. Evident will secure it, and now Magnus looks to try and get something on the backside of it, but this Hellbear doing so much work. Collio claims the second blood, 2 kills going the way of Team Taem in a matter of seconds. Mr. Happy working over this bottom lane, maintaining pretty good CS. The silencer behind him. Nice creeps. Oh. Here comes the charge on the back side. It's going to go in onto Undying. The rocket's already launched. He throws out the steel onto. He will kill off the rocket. A nice little bit of gold going to KDP. Quick thinking. We'll pull out the sprites for now. And heal up himself and the creep wave. Manages to stretch it enough to get a deny of his own. There will be an arcane curse on 2 down bottom though. Mr. Happy pushing the creep wave in under the tower, has death pulse available. Just wants one more. Oh yeah. One more. Gonna give him his level. No, the deny. He's not gonna get it. He is now. There we go. Whoa. Arcane Curse running on the back side. A little bit of lag as I clicked off the screen. Can he finish off that Crystal Maiden? Oh, she's so close to death. 40 HP. But Collio actually going to find Magnuson in the meantime. And down goes that silencer. He ain't getting out of here. Mr. Happy going to have to try and think about maybe scaling up Ghost Shroud. Doesn't have the points available. I thought they had him there for sure, but it's Necrophos. He's actually fine. Someone who's
middle
Alright, Crystal Maiden denying herself to the creep in mid. Husky gonna go down to the Pugna. And that was with Collio on site to try and help out. He's so low. The TP in is coming from Pugna. All he needs to do is body block and hold him to the side. Throws out one right click to stun him. They will get decrepified up. And Pugna actually going to make it out of there. Husky not able to follow up and find the kill. It was definitely the plan there. As he was saving it. Oh, denies out the rune. Can't get sight though. Charge. Oh, goes past the silencer. He's going to eat a few right clicks on the way past, and it's going to come into Mr. Happy. Does not have the shroud available yet. Went for the greedier death pulse build, and has paid for it now. Oh, Asian character set number 1. In a little bit of trouble here. We'll find him. Talking to find him, KDP sneaking around in the woods. He's everything with the help of his creep wave. Husky with the river lane play. Dude, you missed a kill. Silencer did work somewhere. Oh, Phantom Monster as well. Oh, talking about doing work there, going in deep here. They have dropped down the tombstone. They're going to want to take that. That's a juicy amount of gold. 125 secured for Collio. And, yeah, that's going to get him an item finished up. Oh, Hand of Midas already finished up 5 minutes into the game for the Enchantress. Pretty good for her. Gives her attack speed. I mean, it's not the best item in the world, but it has been buffed recently. And levels are nice. And nice. She's 29 and 8 though, doing quite well for herself. That'll be some... Oh, he bailed. Enchantress looking for level 6 ideally. And she has her ultimate available. Start running people down much easier. This Magnus Carlsen though on the gyrocopter only level 3. The fortification going to be used, and that whole time Undying was up and around there. He's going to be able to find himself back in under the tower, but the creep wave continues, and she has taken a catapult with the enchant as well, applying quite a lot of pressure here. Oh, they did manage to find a return kill onto Asian character number 2. The Pugna going down there. Oh, the fun is over. Time to get the caboose out of there. Charge across will connect to Mr. Happy. He is level 5. I'm not sure if Spirit Breaker realizes, but he's definitely scared. He doesn't want to be around there when he hits level 6. He'd just instantly be turned on. Sorry, lads. A little bit of a thirst quencher. I hear guns of Navarro taking on some creep wave here. Creep wave, that's not a creep wave, jeez, that's a creep camp. It's not even a great creep camp to take on either. It feels pretty bad, man. I mean, it's better than nothing. Oh, it's better than a kick in the teeth. For 7 minutes into the game, 5k net worth lead for Team Taem. Definitely getting the mechanical advantage out of the lanes for now. It's 6 and 2 though. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We'll take off the Arcane Curse with the Doppelganger. Collio is charging top, but it's on to creep, I'm sure, because they already found the kill. They're going to get a tower as well. 7 minutes 30 seconds into the game. Mr. Happy. He feels happy in the lane. Quite a lot of creep around about him. In comes Save Dota. Does have the freeze available. Phantom Lancer throws out the Phantom Lance. And now Mr. Happy gets ready with the Ghost Shroud. He's ready with 19 1 charges as well. He's turning it around. And they'll find the kill. And they find Save Dota as well, by the way. Undying is here too. Bit of a soul rep. One more. A right click. 2 right clicks. Oh, nice. Nice little bit of action here on the bottom lane. Dire showing up for the fight. Oh no. But Pugna going to get caught out in mid. But don't worry, Necrophos has rotated over. Hold the lane and fight it out at the moment. Undying's here now as well. They charge away. The ult is there to hold him back. -2 int as well on the Spirit Breaker. Silencer getting just in range. Husky going to have to retreat back to his own shrine. It's on cooldown, G's, for 198 seconds. No one did anything about KDP though. It's been pushing still. He still has his catapult in his top lane. And Phantom Monster going to join him. Tier 2 pressure going to be applied. Maybe the best thing to do about these two heroes is nothing. Maybe they've got the right thing. Oh, it's a TP sandwich. Dire coming in from the top and bottom at the same time. KDP on the flank. The charge coming through from Collier though. I imagine he cancels it pretty quickly. He didn't cancel it, Jeeves. He's still coming. No, not like this. Silencer going to get caught. It will be healed up throughout the Arcane Curse. It will be taken out by Eviden. The charge comes through on the backside. He's surrounded by enemies, but they can't punish him for this. Can't they? Mr. Happy looks for a way. Bottom lane as well. While that's happening, save Dota and KDP doing a little bit of work, pushing the creep wave into the tower, ensuring there's objective-based gaming happening at the same time. Oh, talking about objective-based gaming, here comes the tomato, slaps Magnus Carlsen in the face. Collio chasing now as well. The rocket coming for him. And Magnus Carlsen eats a little bit of damage on the way out from the urn, but he will be fine. He did kill that tomato as well. Probably a pretty good trade-off for him at this point in the game. Oh, he's all over the place. I hear more rockets. Down goes the tombstone. There will be zombies. Oh my god, they find Taem Husky on the backside. Save goes down as well. That's 2 kills. Silencer now with plus 12 intelligence. They're actually mounting a bit of a comeback here. The cancer is real of these green heroes. You've only got 2 of them, Jeeves. Yeah, but it might just be enough. Mr. Happy. Keeping them in the game. Pugna. Right, we get another word blast, but in comes Husky with the zip, the damage. Don't worry, Undying's here. He's got your back, bro. No tombstones or anything there. It's more of a job, more of a threat than what you can actually pull off right now. The pressure continues. It's another catapult wave, and Phantom Monster are going to find this tier 2 top pretty much for free. Ski wants the mid. The charge is there. The zip, the damage. In comes the charge from the side. They're both silenced, but it did connect, and they will not find the kill here. The suck off is real. The tower damage helping out, and still he makes it out. He's alive. 7 HP. Never forget. Never forget. They're still hunting for him. Oh, save with a casual blast. Probably going to pay for it with his life, but definitely feels worth it, man. 369 gold. And he would have got away with it as well if it wasn't for that pesky Crystal Maiden. Mr. Happy going to hide in the trees. Regen up a little bit here. The pressure on the tower. Can I get the deny? Can he? Oh, he tried, but it wasn't to be. He did get it in the end, though, Jeeves. He did get it. What a player. 10. Yeah, he's got Ghost Shroud and he's got 10-1 charges. He can get himself out of this. And the ult is available as well. Could have used the bottle up. There's the ult. Down goes KDP. Played him like a fiddle. Mr. Happy. He found the right tune. Oh, in comes Pugna from the side. The Decrepify into the Nether Blast. He can find something.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
11 to 11, 7k net worth lead at 13 minutes into the game. Feels unbelievable that the net worth lead is so high given the kill score. D-ward, and he pops the ult on the Undying, rolls in right on top, the Nether Blast as well. Another kill secured for the Pugna. It's just a Crystal Maiden though. It hampers the entire team. Her aura is not online for the engagement. She'll be up in 20 seconds. Push in onto the tower now, looking for some objectives in return. On the backside, the fight is kicking off, and it's the Silencer who's going to be sandwiched between a rock and a hard place. And they will just... I mean, the Enchantress didn't do anything there, just stood there, just made sure the Silencer knew that he was dead and that he was to give the kill to the Storm Spirit. Oh, nice decrepify to keep the Undying from taking any further damage there. I think he was pretty much safe out of vision, but never be too sure. Double damage rune on the river. They're happy on the high ground. It's night time. Vision will be restricted. He does have a blade mail finished up now as well, which is pretty much nightmare scenario for them. Double damage on a Spirit Breaker feels pretty good though. If he can find a target, it's going to be Undying, it's going to TP across. Folio looks for the target. Maybe kill some creep, maybe find a bounty rune. Ah. Husky gonna continue to pressure bottom. Oh, they're thinking about making a push over here. The Arcane Curse goes through. There is a couple of creeps here, both of them with stuns. Oh, Husky tried to make something of it. Actually got the bounty rune.
Middle tower is under attack.
Made some space. Meanwhile, look at Phantom Lancer pushing in this top lane. It's the double catapult wave as well. So mid tower looks like it will fall this time. I mean, they might get the deny on. The charge is coming through. They will get the root up. He comes in from the side. He does go for the Degrabify, but will Pugna, he will go down.
Highest top tower.
In they come though, Necrophos and Undying. The ult goes through on the backside. Collio not going to go down, just held back long enough to die though. Tower will be secured, and look at the damage coming through from that ward. They paid quite a hefty price for that. But they still got their objectives. Oh, Husky gonna zip in, looking for some action. The Blade Mail gonna keep them back, doing some damage to KDP for sure. The charge comes through, he did heal up. Knocked back with the ultimate. They will finish him off this time. 293 gold only though. Killing spree 3 times ended. Enchantress continuing to hold that top net worth spot there. Where's he going? Okay. Nowhere. He is going nowhere. Oh, talking going nowhere. This Pugna gets out. Unbelievable. Dropped off the ward. They all said, nah, I'm not messing with this. Husky takes a fair bit of damage from the Arcane Curse on the way out, but he should be okay. Phantom Monster Illusion's doing work, but he's going to move back to that top lane, continue the pressure. He did manage to secure that tier 3 tower at some point. And that does leave the shrines vulnerable if they want to try and take them and then get their Storm Spirit and Aegis. He is, by the way, the best hero in the game. Get the Aegis on. No real reason not to then. Zip Zap, he's looking for some action here. Actually going for the BKB over the Euls to try and get out of the silence if it doesn't happen. I guess it has more utility. But the Euls would help with mana regen, make him more of no. I mean, it helps against more than the silence, right? The decret, the ult from Necrophos, it's huge. Well, I'm gonna send in the Illusion army. They actually want to fight this. It seems Undying is gonna move across and will be supported to the top by the Silencer. I mean, these things heal now as well. And I mean, Phantom Monster doesn't really have the items to fight, right? He has, I mean, he can take team fight because he has Diffusal and he has Hood, but he can't really push down buildings too quickly yet. He needs to pick up a couple of damage items before that becomes feasible. Oh, trying to soften up the creep wave, keep them at bay for now. Gonna push in onto the tower. Remember, Roshan is still up, but these guys feel like they're ready to rumble a little bit. Mr. Happy gonna be on the front line now. Does have the Blade Mail. Bought himself a casual cloak as well. He can deal with some of the magical damage that's gonna happen. Not as well there with the Nether Blast each time. Continues to siege very slowly, but up top, while this is going on, we do have a Phantom Lancer who is slowly but surely pushing in onto the enemy rack. So they're basically trading tier 2 for a ranged racks at this point. Oh, they do manage to cancel some TPs as well. That's pretty good news. In comes the eventual Mr. Happy, though Blade Mail goes out, will throw up this protection of the Ghost Shroud. Has no more, he's in trouble. He doesn't have any more one charges to keep himself in, but I mean, Phantom Lancer feels like he's done enough. Did take that ranged rack, so he will duck out for now. This illusion's going to cause a little bit of a headache for this Wraith King. That's not Wraith King, it's not dying. The silence though, they're looking for a Husky and they're going to find him. -2 int, a bad play from the Storm Spirit. They're going to get caught out. Phantom Lancer, seeing if he can find the Pugna here. Did decrepify himself, but to his own detriment. Save just came in and nuked him. Pressure to be applied on mid lane now. Team Taem finding a good angle to kind of push in here. Yasha soon to be finished up for the Phantom Lancer. Arcane Curse goes out. Doppelganger available now to clear it off. Go for the ult from Save Dota, and they actually managed to find that silencer. No problem at all. Undying goes down now as well. Oh, gonna come out of there. Did pop out the hood as well. The stun coming through onto Mr. Happy. The charge even. Blade Mail gets popped. He will stay alive for a few seconds more. Melting the mid tower. And I guess they can take this shrine as well if they want to commit to it, but they won't. Nothing too surprising for Phantom Lancer talents there. 50 damage, 25 movement speed for Nature's Prophet. Spirit Breaker doesn't have a talent yet. Feels bad, man. And Husky, his next talent for sure. I would say the 400 health sounds pretty good to me. I don't know though, maybe 80 static remnant damage is good. Oh, I like this. I don't know if you can kill it in time. Dire trying to play pretty defensively here. Obviously, they do have a weak top lane, and I mean, there's still a tier 1 in that lane as well, so definitely some sort of opportunity to push it out, but they don't want to get caught too hard. And Roshan, obviously, always a danger. We do have the Storm Spirit in the game to have the capability as well to take Roshan, so. Oh, just throws in one Impetuous. He needs to be careful here. He's actually quite surrounded. I'm not sure if they've got the damage to do it. They do actually have Soul Rip though, Jeeves, so we'll probably kill him pretty easily actually with that ult. Oh, we've got a good point there. Oh, but we're going to get an engage. It's going to be the charge onto Mr. Happy. It actually gets cancelled off though as he realizes that there's other people closer by. The Silencer going to be the first to fall. Evan going to find that kill. Force staffs himself down. He's eating a little bit of damage from the Urn. They throw the ult just to hold him back for a little while. Is protected up for now. Safe Dota going to glimmer on the high ground here throughout the ult onto Mr. Happy, who is going to eat up so much damage himself. Does have the Ghost Shroud available. He's still looking for KDP here. They turn it around. They find the Gyrocopter. The Phantom Lancer going to get some action himself, and that's going to be the entire team of the Dire going to go down here now as well.
Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double kill.
Well, 22 minutes into the game, 20k net worth advantage to the Radiant. Team Taem, I mean, showing what we'd kind of expect at this kind of level into, what are we on the round of at the moment? Round of 16, really? Nice, okay. The round of 16, it looks pretty promising for these guys. Alright, Phantom Lancer has reconnected to the game. We left it off and all of the Radiant enemy, the Dire heroes even were down, and the Crystal Maiden was down for them. Finally, the shrine will go down. Maybe they secure the Roshan there. It's a regeneration rune there. What if I told you it's really good on Storm Spirit? I mean, they're doing this underneath an observer ward. No, I did something wrong. Okay, they find Husky with the Atos, hold him in place, but surprise, ho 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 is there, and they just drill him down so fast he's not able to get the Ghost Shroud off. The stun is coming through, watch out. Oh my god, I was going to say watch out for the ward, but it's gone already. Okay, the turnaround is there from Magnus, he throws down his ult, it's not quite enough with the blade mail running on Mr. Happy. He looks for Collio, but Collio is all glimmer caped up right now. What about Husky though? The Atos goes through, he's able to dodge it. Oh, with the turnaround, goes back in to fight a mano, but he's eating a lot of damage. The turnaround, here comes Mr. Husky to try and do something about it. The Phantom Monster gonna have to duck out. No, he goes back in. Now the in from the side, Evident doing so much damage with this Impetuous, but he can't find the final kill. Yes, he can. On both of them. Another team wipe. Both Husky and Spirit Breaker are going to fall this time around, but it's okay. It will give them at least 1 or 2 sets of racks here. Buyback only available for the Gyrocopter. Purification going to come through, but GG is going to be called, it seems. And Team Taem going to go through, going to face off in the round of 8. Oh, KDP just killed himself. Oh. KDP played a great game on the Enchantress, no doubt about it. Definitely man of the match. Let's have a quick look at some stats. Man of the match. What do you have in the end there? 10, 2, and 7. Feels pretty good, man. 20k death damage, 5k building damage. Not a broken hero at all. Anyway, I'm General G. Join me in about 5 minutes for the round of 8 game. Alright guys, so it turns out that's actually the last game for these guys, for Team Taem. They will go through into the quarterfinals, which should be played tomorrow. So I mean, I'll have a little look and see who else is playing, see if anyone else has been held up, seeing if we can go and cast that. But if not, that'll be the end for us tonight, lads. Sorry about that.